EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Team 18.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Rodgers now on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Here's Sherrills. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They run. It's Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Kevin King there defensively.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
58, 26. I'm scared.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 6-0 our score after 1.
We need clean. Let's go, team.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. On first down, Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This one from 35 yards away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth-quarter do-or-die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
That's it, baby. That's it. Go hard. 180. Hey, receiver. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And oh, look at that. A diving catch. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Past the 20. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come.
He's got him in. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Let's get off the field. Mike, 50. 319.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Stop your whining.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Kill.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They run again on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go, D. Big shot.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They run. Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get off the field. Check. Check out route.
Now Jones looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 84 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it, but they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On the carry, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. He sets, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now Cousins. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
319. Get 300. Get 300.
They run it again with Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And Crosby puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins is just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenny Clark drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. On the return is Irvin. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers unable to find Alan Lazard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
319. 61. Matchbox lights.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Under 10, 10. 150. 300.
The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Buying and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montravius Adams able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. On first down, it's Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
From the 24, Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Mike. 158. Over. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on. You're gonna do it.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Returnable for Sherrills. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder, a lot of
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 30. Five-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Check 13. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Preston Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 9.
From the 39, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10.
Cousins on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Brings up second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
On second and 12, Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
3rd and 4.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mark 55. Mark 55.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. Here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. And now it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And an alley to run. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Hey, 626.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I'll know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Newman Thielen. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Rodgers throwing again. The connection made. It's Graham. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
That's it, baby. Mike's 54.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Now Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Sherrills to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On second down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Cousins now. Flush to his right. And he finds goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
You.
They run it again with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And the Vikings are in for the touchdown. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 44, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score. Packers 17. Vikings 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Hey, Delta.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Kevin King there defensively.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point try now for... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Cuts back right. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there out of Cook. 58 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Rodgers going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
No. In 18. Switch up. Back north. Kill.
Rodgers now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Sherrill's on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the red zone now, Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. On 1st down, it's Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Preston Smith there on the stop. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Under 10, 10.
Running for it, here's Cook. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 12-yard line.
55. General West. A little flare. 25, check 25, check 25.
On second and a yard, Rodgers, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
55, Mark, guys, 55. Hey, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Rodgers looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They run. Cook. They find some open field here. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Bailey got the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try to create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
on third down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. There's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Irvin to return. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Keep playing. Good route here.
Now Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know, he's easy.
At the 37-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Montravius Adams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Here's Cousins. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
X3, 218, chopper. Mike 55. Let's go.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up in an offset eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9, Cousins over the middle, and it's incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now Cousins on 4th down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Zadarius Smith, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Get 300. Get 300.
They begin the drive with Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers is going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And he's got some space here. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw again. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in. And the Packers get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel-downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Switch.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On second and 9, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, alert 3.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On second down, Cook. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Anthony Starr brought him down.
319.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop right around the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Anthony Barr brought him down. It's a game play. Brings up 2nd and 5. Go! At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
18, 55.
Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll run it with Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
18, 26. It's our time. Back north.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 47 yards.
Let's go, G. Back north.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a run with Cook. Tackle made by Montrevious Adams.
Montrevious Adams on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kenny Clark, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the pressure gets to him again. Dean Lowry providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Ervin back deep. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15.